Welcome to Student Spotlights, a presentation of College Success Arizona. This program features the hardworking college students who have earned scholarships from College Success Arizona and are pursuing their educational goals and career passions. Today on Student Spotlight, we interview Cristian Loera.
I was born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona.
And where did you graduate from high school?
Sierra Linda High School.
And how old are you now?
Right now, I'm 21.
And what are you doing so far as your college education?
Well, right now I've been pursuing my associates in arts. I originally was very undecided on what I wanted to do, but doing all these different kind of activities and classes and clubs on campus, I was able to narrow it down to a degree I want to get in psychology and business so I can get into marketing.
And currently you're attending Glendale Community College?
Yes.
And you are wrapping up your second year there?
I'm wrapping up my third year. I should be getting my associate's degree after this semester.
And you're hoping to transfer to Arizona State University?
Yes. I'm deciding between the Tempe campus and the West campus right now.
And to repeat what you already said, you're hoping to pursue a bachelor's degree in psychology and business so that you can pursue ultimately a career in marketing?
Yes.
And when you say a career in marketing, can you be more specific?
What I want to do is I want to get statistics on the kind of people that we're going to be trying to market our products towards. So I want to go out there, I want to find out what works, what doesn't work. And I want to go back and use my experience in graphic design to build up a little presentation, a plan, a program, and some extra things to present it to boards with the statistics that I learned from psychology and apply it in a business setting.
Now, have you always wanted to do this type of thing, or is this something that came about during your college experience?
It's a little bit of an amalgamation of both. Originally, I wanted to do something very artsy. I've always been very good at graphic design, but I wasn't exactly a fan of what they did. As I went through the community college courses I was taking, I was able to fall in love with psychology. And I thought, if I could use my graphic design abilities to do things I really like, as well as making a lot of money and doing stuff I was good at with psychology, and apply it to a place I think would be the most effective, being business. So it was both things I've always wanted to do, things I learned to do and like, so I could have the best of everything I wanted to do.
So in that marketing career and occupation, would you work for yourself? Would you work for a major corporation? Do you have any idea so far as that?
Not really. I haven't thought that far ahead yet as if I'd want to work on my own or if I'd want to work with a branch. Maybe a little of both. Maybe I'd want to start working somewhere else, and then after I got more experience in the job field itself, maybe then I'd want to go solo. But honestly, that kind of stuff is still a little up in the air for me.
At this point, 3 years of community college behind you, are you looking forward to hitting ASU?
Oh, I'm extremely excited for it. I've always really enjoyed the community college level, how personal everything is, how personal I get with all the other people on campus. But I know that ASU has a lot more opportunities and a lot more communities for me. So all these amazing experiences I've had at Glendale Community College is just the stepping stone to even more amazing experiences I'll have at ASU.
And what has been the best or most rewarding part of attending Glendale Community College?
The clubs and extracurricular activities and just building a community. I have a job at Excel as a peer mentor, and I'm able to not only help students on a personal level, but I get to know them, and I get to know people that join the program from previous courses or other clubs I'm in, like where I'm an officer in Phi Theta Kappa. I get to just know everybody across the campus, so wherever I go, whatever building I enter, or whatever I'm walking to, I always see 2 or 3 friendly faces per hour. And that's by far the best part, is building a community, knowing everybody, knowing who to talk to get things done, and who I want to talk to if I just need any help or advice.
And you mentioned the Excel group, and College Success Arizona has a partnership with Excel, which involves College Success providing what you call the peer mentor, but essentially a mentor. College Success, we call them success advisors, who basically help students such as yourself help guide you through your college experience. In your case, your success advisor is Matt Sotelo. Can you talk about the role that Matt has and continues to play in your life?
Yeah. So I've known Matt since I first joined the Excel program in 2015, and right off the bat, he's always been an extremely friendly face. Whenever I needed to talk to him or talk about something that I was a little uneasy about, Matt always was available, and he was always very friendly. So I never felt like I couldn't talk to him about stuff. I remember when he got married and how excited I was for him and how he told me about what he was going to do for his honeymoon and all this other stuff like that, and it was just really great. Apart from that, though, I know Matt has been very helpful in terms of making sure that I'm graduating on time and finding scholarships and having workshops to go to. I know recently he just did this giant CSA convention at the Sheraton Hotel. So we went and we got to work with some amazing companies there, and we got to do a bunch of interesting workshops about what to do after college and financial success and things like that. So Matt's just always been there on the forefront as a resource I can use to make sure that I'm succeeding and to make sure that I have somebody to talk to, which is honestly all I could ever really ask from him.
Are you a first-generation student?
Yes. Neither of my parents went to college.
There's a lot of research that shows that first-generation students have a much, much higher graduation rates when a mentor is involved. Like basically 9 out of 10 first-gen students will graduate if they have a mentor. The other 10% won't. Do you find that to be true, that maybe you didn't know a whole lot about college because your parents hadn't been through it, so they couldn't share their experiences with you and the Matts of the world, and now you, as a peer mentor, in turn, are paying it forward to the younger students?
Yeah, I believe it. Because at first when I went to community college, I thought I knew everything that I needed to. I went in, I did my classes, I knew where to get food, and I knew where the library was. And I thought that that's all I needed, because I never knew otherwise. But after getting more involved with programs on campus, like the Excel program, having to learn those resources to help my own students, I realized just how little it is I actually knew about the campus and the other resources. And to this day, I'm still finding out new things that I was never aware of. So I can definitely believe that first-generation students, at least 10% of them, might not succeed because they don't know all the resources. And that having a mentor definitely helps expand their community college world so they know about all these things.
Can you talk about the role that your parents did play in possibly encouraging you to attend college?
Yeah. So right after I graduated from high school, my mother heard about this program that STEM was doing over at Estrella Mountain Community. My mother would drive me like an hour out of our way to drop me off at Estrella Mountain, and I would do my courses there every day. And through her love and her support, I was able to actually get through all those and then jump in to GCC later, just because it was a little bit closer. So she was there to help push me every day to make sure I was waking up and going to these college courses, even though a week prior I had just graduated from high school. So it's something that she's always pushed on me and something she's always supported me with.
And can you offer some advice for middle and high school students who may be listening to this and considering their own college options? Can you offer them some advice or encouragement?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say the most important thing is, well, two actually, is don't be afraid of what college has to offer. I know a lot of teachers build it up like college is going to be 1,000,000 times harder than the classes you're taking right now, and that the work is going to be a lot heavier, and that the teachers are going to be a lot more strict. And sometimes that is the case, but more often than not, I've found that the work isn't too challenging if you make sure that you're just doing it to the best of your ability. As long as you put forward your most effort, as you try your hardest, you'll be able to get through it relatively fine. And as long as you maintain a good relationship with your professors, they'll be there to help you too. So don't let the fear that other institutions or even yourself can put forth about college, because it's not completely true. As long as you're just doing your best and making sure that you're putting all of your effort, all of your time that you think is required to pass your classes into it, and you should be fine.
And Cristian, beyond the books, do you have any hobbies or sports or interests that you kind of indulge in to relax?
Yeah, I like to create anything in media. Like I said, I was very big on graphics arts, so I like to create things using like PowerPoint and Photoshop to kind of give logos or thumbnails to other friends. I'm also a thespian and a writer, so I spend a lot of time writing screenplays or novels or acting in productions or on YouTube videos. So I just like to get very artsy and creative and stuff like that.
It sounds like if you had your way, you'd pursue an all out arts career as an actor or an artist of some type. You mentioned thespian or writer, but it sounds like you're also taking a pragmatic approach that you can use some of that creative side, but also in a way with your research and the job you want to pursue in marketing that'll help pay the bills.
Absolutely. I think that the more artsy side, I do try to implement into my marketing because I want to make sure that I have a fulfilling degree once I finish it. Because some of the arts degrees might not be entirely stable once you get out. And even though I love them, I want to keep them more regulated to a hobby. That way I don't have the stress of a career backing it. I wanted to make sure that it remains fun, that I never get tired of doing it, that it never becomes too stressful, like my life depends on it, like my regular career in marketing would. So while I love the arts, I think that they should only play a small role in my career to make sure that I have stability and that I never lose fun in doing what I'm doing with art.
And you also mentioned early on that you can maybe make a lot of money, so maybe you have a strong desire to be creative, but you also have this strong desire and overwhelming pragmatism that says, I also need to make a lot of money.
I'd like to be very successful so I can give my children the kind of life that I wish I had more of growing up.
Thank you so much for the interview, Cristian. And by the way, since 2005, College Success Arizona has worked with nearly 1,300 students just like Cristian and provided more than $16 million in scholarships and success services to help increase the college attainment rates in our state. If you would like to be part of the mission of providing educational opportunity to high-potential students from low-income circumstances, your tax-deductible contribution can be made through the Donate button located on the College Success Arizona website at collegesuccessarizona.org.